In this video, we will share some useful study techniques from other students. The tips have been gathered from Towards Better Wellbeing and Studying course. Keeping a learning journal forces you to connect your own thinking into new information. Your own reflection on the material also helps in developing new ideas. You can practice reference management in information seeking and management courses. There are also courses to practice your own academic writing skills. It is useful to check out your faculty's instructions for academic and scientific writing. When making notes, I have found it useful to first summarize the whole content of, for example, the book, so that technically I don't need the book anymore for revision. After this, I summarize my own notes so that each process or phenomenon is described in one word or a set of keywords. This is useful if you wish to test your own learning for an exam. This short list compresses the whole content of the course into a small package. If the list has a word or a formula that is unfamiliar to you, then revision on that is needed. There is no use in making complex and long notes that you will not understand later or don't want to return to when revising. For me, it is useful to make notes which include subheadings of things to study. Under the headings, I write down only the most important things about them in short notes. In natural sciences, everything is connected to everything, so it is easy to think how might the phenomenon or function that you are studying influence your own target of interest. It is also useful to think about how could the studied matter be applied to your own research or text. I internalize profoundly what I read in the form of visual perception. I have found visual designs useful in study. For example, mind maps in the form of funny drawings help me to network parts of particular concepts when the matter of study is in the form of a list. Fundamentally, I learn best by reading, because then I can stop to think about the subject and form mind maps and mindscapes about the subject. Try to find people on the same wavelength with you, with whom you can share large quantities of reading material, or at least discuss the themes together. Discussion is definitely one of the best forms of learning anything. You have to clarify your own thoughts, you get new perspectives, illogicalities and unanswered questions emerge, and also you get to tackle confusing and frustrating themes together. I have found it motivational to arrange a study session to the library, where we study simultaneously with a friend. When we have set the time in advance, it is easier to go to the library and you can spend the breaks with your friend. As a bonus, if you are studying to the same exam, you can discuss the topics together. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillan. It has only a few simple steps to follow. First, you should decide on the task to be done. Then set the timer for 25 minutes. Then focus on the task for 25 minutes without interruptions. Then take a 5-minute short break. And then when you have studied 4 sets of 25 minutes, take a longer 20 to 30-minute break. The efficiency of this method is based on lowering the threshold of starting a task. A task divided into smaller sessions is easier to start compared to a big project. During the short breaks, your thoughts don't have the time to wander off too far from the task. You can find a lot of apps and websites related to this technique. I think that this technique is suitable also when you feel like not beginning the task at all. You can always motivate yourself by thinking, I will do this only for 25 minutes. Usually, during the first set of 25 minutes, you will get on a roll. Feel free to try out these tips in your own studying.